Hey guys, what is up? This is Karthik and we are back with some more Albion Online. Today I'm going to share with you some tips in no particular order, 10 of them which I wish I knew when I was starting out Albion Online journey. Man, only if I knew them. Tip number 1. So, are you also like me addicted to opening the region map whenever you're traveling? You're going around, you want to see where you're going, and suddenly you stop because you cannot click anywhere. There's a solution. Shift N, right? This opens up a transparent overlay minimap and you can see where you're going and you can click. Wow, problem solved. That was an easy, quick tip. Shift N. Remember that. All right, so for tip number 2, which is faction flagging benefit. If you guys didn't know, you can faction flag right here. This is for Limhurst. Go to the faction enlistment NPC and you can click on flag, right? And flagging gives you a bonus. But did you know it's a stacking bonus? So if you are one zone out, it will give you a 5% bonus. As you can see over here. Faction flagging bonus level 1, you receive 5% more fame, silver and loot. Right? If you go 2 zones out more, that is the 3rd zone from your starting city, you're gonna receive 15% bonus. And whenever you guys are new and you're farming in these yellow zones, make sure you're 3 zones out so you can maximize your loot and silver gain by faction flagging. Always remember that is free bonus, right? Don't miss it out. Faction flagging bonus. That's tip number 2. All right, now for tip number 3. This is very, very specific to people who have been farming in black zones or in red zones, whatever. So as you can see, there are name tags which you can see from away from the screen, but sometimes your UI is going to be blocking these if it's under your maybe your minimap, right? So you can press Alt J and you're gonna hide everything but the name tags. You're gonna hide major UI elements like the minimap and everything, stuff like that. So when you're fame farming, you're doing something, you want to run away from gankers, Alt J to make it more clear, right? You can see the name tags from a little bit far and a little bit clearer. Just remember, Alt J to hide your UI. Tip number 4. So when you're starting out the game, you'll be doing normal casting. By normal spellcasting, I mean spellcasting will be a normal spellcast. What this does is, whenever you try to cast a spell, it will have a range indicator like this. If I press Q, it will have a range indicator like this. And whenever I try to click on Q, I have to first press Q and then click, right? This takes a little bit of time. And in PvP situations where time is literally life and death, right? If you learn quick cast on button press, you can see wherever my cursor is pointing, I'll just do the spell right there. It's better, it is faster, and make sure you get used to spell casting on button press. That's tip number 4. All right, so for tip number 5, which is going to be a huge time saver, is loadouts. Click on your portrait, you can see loadouts. I have a bunch of loadouts which of the stuff I like to play, right? So for example, if I need to play battle axe, I can just make a loadout. I can come here. Usually this is empty. I can do, okay, I need a bag. I need all these stuff, some poison, some whatever. I can have something in my inventory. All right. And then once I have this, you can see I have a bunch of stuff here. By searching, by clicking, it's a mess, it's a mess. I can do a search, but it's better. I can come here, battle axe PvPvE, right? I can click on that. I can click on equip. Everything's already there. And one more bonus, in loadouts, you can already select what the spells you need, right? You can have spells which you like to have already selected. So when you wear this stuff, you need to worry about your spells. You can just equip and just go back into that black zone and kill that pesky guy who ganked you. All right. And one more place the loadout helps is if you die, if you don't have that stuff on you in your storage, you can even buy your loadout directly from the marketplace. I'm just going to show you how. So I'm here in my Limhurst marketplace. I click here. I go to this purchase loadouts section. And for example, if you want to buy nature stuff PvE set, I just search for it. It just shows up like this. And I can buy, which will send it to my inventory, or I can just do buy and equip. It will show the updated prices. I can just buy and equip and done, right? Maybe sometimes some things are not there. We can just take items. Sometimes it does that. But as you can see, that's because I already had a Journeyman Riding Horse on me. So that's why I didn't do that. So as you can see, all my stuff is already loaded out with all the spells which I need. That is so neat. Make sure to have loadouts. All right, so tip number 6 is for people who like to do solo dungeons. So you enter a dungeon, a solo dungeon, right? And you want to be peaceful, killing your mobs and having fun. But people can still enter the dungeon from outside, right? But there is a CD of 90 seconds after which the dungeon will disappear from the land, right? The gate will go away and then you can be sure that nobody is going to enter. So once that happens, there will be a message that pops up and you can just stay here, wait for the message to pop up, and then you can have fun clearing your dungeon all on your own like that. You see, no need to worry about other people. So if I go out right now, the solo dungeon will no longer have an entrance. See? Easy. All right, so for tip number 7, whenever you go out for fame farming, have a gathering tool on you of any gathering profession which you are currently leveling. Right, I always have a skinning knife on me, and even you can buy some empty journals, right? As you can see, there are 30k. You can just sell them for 46 and you can get some easy loot if you find like enchanted mob. That's some easy free money once you get back from your fame farming journey, right? Always have a gathering tool on you to maximize the money you earn while in the open world. Easy. Tip number 7. All right, so for tip number 8, this is a good one for all you people out there farming in red zones or black zones. If there is a person near you who is flagged up, like there are red people around here, if I dismount over here, you can see I have a cooldown, and this works if people are invisible too. So make sure, like right here, if I dismount over here, you can see there's no cooldown on my skills. I'm talking about weapon skills. Okay, you'll always have some cooldown on your armor skills. All right, but if I'm in a 40-meter distance of any red player, there'll be cooldown on my weapon skills as well. So make sure you see it when you're in the black zones. But like if you don't notice a red player around you, you might get killed. So just pay attention to your cooldowns, guys, in the red zone or black zones. All right, guys. So for tip number 9, this is an easy one, a simple one, but some people don't realize this. So if you have inventory like this and you want to take some items, for example, if I want to take something from, you don't need to drag them all the time. You can just shift click, right, to get the items from your inventory, and you can shift click these back as well. A fast, easy, simple tip. And a bonus tip right here. Actually, if you have if you have consumables, you can do this, shift and drag to have these split, always split in half, right? So a bonus tip for you, like right there, shift click items to take it into your inventory and out of your inventory. Easy as that. All right, so for the last tip, there are more control types than you know. So whenever you start the game, you have your classic control selected. All right. So this is, I think, left click to move and attack, right? And even right click works, but that's not what I want, right? I come from a MOBA background. I come from Dota and stuff like that. I used to play StarCraft even. So I click RTS like controls, and then left clicks only selects, right click to move and attack. I'm way more comfortable with this, but there's more. You can even use WASD, right? I messed up A, it's going down here, but you can go here, you can go to keybinds, and you can do WASD like this. I think S should be here, this should be S, and A should be here. So WASD, you can do WASD movement. So if you didn't know, you can do this, but make sure you replace your W in the weapon slot over here, right? So there are 2 more control types, and choose which one you prefer. All right. All right, so that finishes the 10 tips. I hope you find something which you didn't know before. And if you didn't, maybe I'm way more new than you guys. So anyway, if you liked, please like the video, subscribe, and share it with your friends who might not know this, right? So I'll go back to, gathering my corn. It's done, right? See you guys later.